now you've heard from all of our book bloggers, and so the floor is open for anyone who has a question. Feel free. We don't have the mic there anymore, but it's a small room, and we're all cozy here, so you can just raise your hand, stand up, and project your voice, and ask a question. So, anyone? Okay, since no one has to ask, as usual, the facilitator will start with the question. I wanted to focus on what Chechik said, that you started blogging, and you said that you're not a writer, but you're surprised that people read your blog. So I think my question is more directed towards the bloggers here who aren't published writers, and so for the published writers are Charles and Sasha. But like for you, Darien, for you, Chachik, and for you, Aldrin, since Carl talked about prosumers and how we consumers are also producers, like, do you feel comfortable calling yourself a writer? Like, not just a blogger?
Interesting, yo.
Since I blog so much about children's books, a lot of people ask me if I want to write a children's book of my own. And my answer is always no. Just because I spend most of my waking hours dedicated to children's books doesn't mean that I'm a writer. Of course, I respect and love and admire children's book writers. But so the answer really is no. I don't call myself a writer. I do not call myself a writer. And then some people tell me, but you're a blogger, that's also a writer. I still say, oh, okay, technically, right. Yeah, I am writing when I'm blogging, but I still do not call myself a writer. I really, as Chachik said, I'm really a reader. If I could only describe myself in one word, it would be reader. So my blog is really like this conference to celebrate reading, to celebrate books, but I'm not a writer.
Yeah, I feel the same way too. I mean, like I said earlier, I don't really feel that I'm a writer. Yeah, when someone asks, technically I am, because you write about books and everything. But I think it's, if you listen to all the stories, it was more of a way of finding other people to talk with. So, because you can't do it in person with your own friends or people that you know, you do it online, you do it on your own blog. So you write posts, you write reviews, because you want to communicate, you want to talk, you want to reach out to other people, you want to discuss the books that you read, but you're not doing it because you're a writer. I sort of feel like I'm a reader, like Tari said, and my being a reader just spills over to make me write the posts that I write. And actually what Sasha was saying earlier, when she writes book reviews, she tends to be objective and not use the word awesome. I use that all the time in my reviews. And I always say that my reviews are subjective because they're about how I felt, what I thought about reading, why I love the book, why I love the author. So I always say that. It's about my personal experience, my reading experience. So maybe my book blog is really just a reading journal, like Sasha said. But it allows me to reach out to fellow book bloggers and authors as well.
Mas a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. I was after all, was ugly. So that's where my parents got my name. But also they told me that he got it from a character played by Gabby Concepcion. I forgot the title. So, and then as a teen, being a voracious reader, I dreamt of being a novelist. So but I grew up to be an engineer and a reader. So there. So now I'm proud to say that I'm a reader, which shouldn't be any less great than being a writer. Although I have much respect to writers. I admire writers, a lot of them, and so, but I wouldn't say I'm a writer, although I write reviews, and I have a title of I write iPhone app reviews in a tech blog, so my title there is a writer. So in that sense, I'm a writer. But in as a book blogger, I'm not. And one thing that I want to say is there shouldn't be any stigma to the word blogger. So Adam David is not here. When he was tweeting just this week.
Carl.
Carl, okay, sorry. There was this conversation between Adam David and another writer, Budjeta, about the new book by Grant Morrison, Super Gods. Adam was saying that it was kind of juvenile. It was like him blogging about comics. So that struck a chord in me in a not very desirable way. So it seemed to equate blogging with bad writing, which shouldn't be. So my bottom line. So although I'm not a writer, I still take pride in being a blogger who makes sense, who can say things that make sense and may do things in the long run.
Yes, Chashi.
I have something to add that I remembered. There's this one quote that I really love. I can't remember who said it, but it says, "A writer only begins a book, a reader finishes it." So I think that's a perfect quote to describe us as readers and not writers, because they only do half of the work and we do half. It's all about how you interpret the book, how you understand it, how you felt while you were reading it. So I think that's what we do in our blogs. We do the other half that the writers started.
Yes. Oh, okay. So, does anyone else have a question?
There's a question.
From our... Oh!
Oh, tweeted!
Yes, Ina. What is the question?
From Bacolod. For everyone, are you earning income for your blog?
So,
It's a very sensitive question.
Question of the hour.
Yes.
I'm not earning money from my blogs directly, but they serve as an online portfolio or an online resume. People go to my blog and they see what I'm capable of, or they see my potential, and based on what they see, they hire me for other things like consultancy, speaking engagements, etc. So I earn money through my blogs indirectly. I don't make a single cent from the actual websites or the actual blogs. In fact, I spend a lot of money on my blogs. You know, I paid an artist to create the banners, for example. So I spend a lot of money on my blogs. So no, I don't make like no advertisements, nothing.
No. Well, once I Google Ads for like 2 years, I earned like $20, and yung minimum was like $100 para ma-send sa yung check. So yakgal ko na. So in general, no, but you get sometimes like obviously I get some review copies to review, and then review copies, and then I'm not as fortunate as Tari to get like indirect resume, but I do get like invited to like contribute to other projects, not paying din so sa kanya may paying, sa akin unpaying.
Paying button here.
Yeah.
Paying ba naman?
20. Papasahin niyo, papasahin niyo.
Tapos hindi XD.
Okay, not paying.
No. I don't have ads on my blog. I don't think WordPress even allows
Yeah, they don't.
ads on
They don't.
free web blogs. So no. People have asked me if I wanted to do that, self-host my own blog and then add the ads. And I don't think it's a good idea because I'm doing this because I love reading, not because I want to earn money. So, like Charles said, sometimes I get review copies, not as often as I'd like, but no money.
For me also, the answer is no. I have an ad on my blog, but it's only for a fully book. And if income means free books, then yeah. We do income. Sometimes. And also, some publishers send review copies for it. So.
Income, we earn books, I guess. Pero, I don't earn money. People have offered me to write for magazines about books because of the blog. Publishers send me books. Bookstores send me books. And they have to mention where they came from, or I have to mention who the author is. Pero sometimes I get gift certificates. Pero bumibili na ako ng libre, so nangyayari. So, kung yung tanong talaga, kung nakakakain ako dahil sa blog ko, madalas hindi. So,
Okay, so it seems to be common. There's no money in blogging.
Ahem.
But there's a lot of blogs.
Yeah.